All right, so we are watching Meta. I am most likely going to take a long position on this. My target would be around 170. Really, it's 169. I'm just going to wait for this to open so I can take a position. It's going to take a little bit to load on my Thinkorswim platform, but I'm kind of wanting this to finish a little lower if I'm being real. Let me see. So here's what I'm looking for. So what I'm not excited about is that on the hourly, it looks like the MACD wants to crawl further down, but how many seconds do I have? I don't have that much time. But I needed to fill this gap here. I wanted to fill this little gap all the way to 64, somewhere around that range, so that I can take a position somewhere in this area, 165, 164. I don't really care where, but my target would be the fill of this gap here, which is 168.66, just about. Which I'm just gonna count it at like 169 because I think resistance is right here at 170. So I'm gonna count it right here about 169 level, and that would be my target. But we'll see what this wants to do at open here in a couple seconds. We still have short-term stocks, like small cap stocks, I mean, to watch, but I don't want Meta to just take off here, which it just might. So let's see what this wants to do. So far it's having a little upward struggle. Let's see if I can buy a dip here. I don't want to get in too early either. So far it's holding up, but I think I'm still going to keep waiting it out. I don't usually trade the first minute, but there's a massive rip there. So I'll let it figure itself out in the meantime, I guess. It might just go without me. I don't want to miss this trade, especially not this gap here. But it's already double bottomed on the daily practically, and that's why I'm kind of excited to the long side. There's a rip to 167. It's really choppy here. I want to make sure it's actually going to hold 166 though. Made a pop there, but I'm kind of still going to wait. So small caps, nothing's moving in small caps. I mean, I have SIDU on watch. I didn't actually look into RDBX, but I have SIDU, I have ADN, CNVY I just didn't care about. AUVI I also just didn't care about. But SIDU and ADN, they're the only ones that looked good pre-market, but I think they were both breaking lower. So here's 166 back to 50 here. There's a break, so now we're rejecting this level. Let's see if we can get somewhere around that 163 area. CNVY is hitting the scans here, but by 1 cent of a break. So again, as I mentioned, what I'm nervous about is the what is it called? Hourly wanting to take a dive on the MACD. That's what I'm not super excited about. So far it's still holding, it's popping back above here. I might just have to take a position. It doesn't seem like I have much of an option at this point. Doesn't want to dip lower. Let's see if we can break 166 into the 165 level. Because there's still a huge gap to fill on the downside. It has room all the way to 164.35. So there's a break. Can we break 166 and hold? I could take a short position on it, but let's see. So it's still choppy in this range. I wonder if I should just wait it out or if I should just take a position right now. Because it's just completely sideways. I don't know what I want to do. It's kind of forming a symmetrical triangle here on the 1 minute at least. And there, now it's finally breaking out. Well, let's see if it can even hold to the high side or if it just rejects. We're 167 now. So I guess the area I should have bought was on this dip here at the bottom. Because now it's just going without me. And I don't want to buy too high either at this point. It's going to be a slow climbing day, I think, today. I already missed majority of the move here. Back down to 166. So rejection up here. Still no movement in the small caps actually for me. SIDU actually hit the scans. 706. Man, I don't know what I want to do with meta. 10 minutes still looks clean, 10 minutes looks healthy. I guess I'll buy at VWAP here. If it pulls back to VWAP, I'll buy, take a position up there and hold it for a long trade. Back up to 169 or so. So here's a push to 168. I still haven't taken a position. And I'm really regretting it at this point, not taking it on that 166 dip. I was hoping for the break of 166 into 165 range. But after looking at the 10 minute and how strong it looks, I was like, probably not. There's a break back down below 50 on the bid at least. So are we going to hit 167 again? Again, still nothing going on in small caps. It's CNVY is the only one that's really hit my scans. GGPI hit my scans, but it's not continuously hitting it, and it has a really high float, so I'm not going to trade that one most likely. SIDU is the only other one I care about to watch. So here's 167. Right back up. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with Facebook now. SPY's bouncing as well, but Jesus. I like it here for a 1 minute breakout. I feel like I've missed the whole move already. I think I'm catching the back end at this point. I don't want to trade it just yet. It's still choppy. It's forming another triangle in this range here, so that's I'm kind of like, gotta wait for it to sort itself out. Is it gonna break to the high side or the low side? I think it's gonna be the low side this time around. Only the reason I wouldn't be convinced about that entirely is just because the 10 minute looks really strong. I guess the main question I have is, should I let it sort itself out and then just trade it tomorrow? Trade it another day, or trade it later today? I'm not so sure what I want to do with it. It's not breaking out tremendously in either direction, really. I thought it would have more momentum to the high side. I wanted it to pull back in the beginning and then actually, you know, break out towards the high side, at least to 169, but not even that. Highest it's gone is like 167.70. Nothing crazy. Now it's breaking lower on the 1 minute. So we'll wait for this to break out on the downside on the 1 minute at least, and we'll come back to it. I'm gonna go look at the other stocks now. Apparently SIDU is moving, so keep an eye on that one. Well, actually, now that the 1 minute just finished the way it did, kind of looking forward to that next 10 minute. Unless this just can't hold 167. I'm kind of wanting this to finish low so we can see a breakthrough 166 on VWAP. See if the 5 minute low breaks. So SIDU curling here. Doesn't look so bad on the 1 minute for a breakout, but there is a massive rejection there from 14 to 70, so there's a massive rip there. 710 has a big seller, so we got to keep an eye on that, but now it's rejecting through VWAP here. So it's not holding. Let's check on Redbox actually. Redbox curling as well. Ooh, Redbox daily high. 1230. That does not look bad. I could take a trade on Redbox here on the next 1 minute candle for a continuation setup through its high a day here at 166. I do like this next 1 minute candle. Let's check on Meta real quick again. Meta's breaking lower now, as I suspected. So let's go ahead and wait for Redbox. I'm actually really interested in this one. It's really low as well, at $11 here. So I could take a larger share size position. I think I'll start with 500 and maybe work myself up to 1,000. But we'll see what this next 1 minute wants to do. I think I'm going to take an entry right here, though, at 1138 or 1140. I'll take a position at 1140 with 500 shares in anticipation for this next 1 minute to break its high of 1150. And then we can go ahead and see this back to 1168 or so. Let's see if we can get that break. Especially this last 5 minute high. Last 5 minute high is 1154. That's really what I'd be going for overall, but it all depends on this 1 minute candle. Can it hold? Pretty choppy. 7-cent spread right now. Let's see if we can get the rip through 1150. That's going to be like key. It's not breaking yet. 1145 now. 1140. Making me a little nervous here. Just a rejection. Could sell at 35, just take a 5-cent loss. I'm just going to wait for this next 1 minute. It opens in another minute or so. Let's see if this can finish above 40 again. There's 41. Not quite. It's finishing pretty low here. I don't like that. It's 32 now. It's 10-cent loser as of right now. And there's a random rip right there. 1144. Okay. Can we get the break of 50 here at 47? I might have to add into this position here. It's 1150. See 51 or anything like that. There's 51, 53. Target would be like 60 something. So I'm gonna sell here at 59 if I can. Well, there's 68. That was my target too. 168. Because of the double top here practically. 1170. Well, at least I got rid of it. I mean, I sold for a profit, about 20 cents. Not quite, but about. So nice breakout there. I was going to add on this dip, but I didn't feel super confident just because of how low it finished, so I wasn't gonna add on it. If it did finish around 1140 something on the high side, then sure, I would have added into it, and I could have added at 1144 when I'd seen it here, but I was like, I don't know, I don't know if I feel super comfortable selling in that range. So let me double check. Yeah, I saw the 1159, so that was a good trade. Let's check on meta again. Meta, so breaking lower here. I don't know. I was expecting more from this one today. I was really looking forward to the daily high to break. I mean, it did break. What am I talking about? The daily high did break, but it was already broken practically pre-market. So as soon as we opened, we were already above that level, and now it just changed my whole game plan. I was expecting more of a move to the high side to at least 169, 170. I wouldn't expect it to rip to this high here, but I mean, it had the potential, I guess. It's just I don't know. It didn't seem to show any strength to the high side. I mean, it kind of made a move, but now I'm just feeling like this isn't really gonna do much. I'm looking more towards the put options now, just because it looks like this is gonna be a put play today. There's like it's breaking lower even faster than it was climbing, so that's why I'm kind of like, might as well get in on some puts. And I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do here. And I really should have gotten in a long time ago back here, if I'm being honest. 10-minute looks done. Let me double check before I just take a random position. Let me double check on all my positions. We still have a lot of room actually. I'm gonna take a put position here. Okay, I was just filled there at 165 basically. I'm looking at the hourly here, and I still have a lot of room to 164, 163 even. And if we break 163, then we have just even more room to 161. So I still have a lot of room to the downside on this one. And that's what I'm looking forward to, I guess. But I'm gonna make sure to keep an eye on it because last time I didn't, huge mistake. I was down a lot, just randomly. So that was completely my fault. We'll keep an eye on this one, but again, I'm still looking forward to the downside on the hourly because the hourly looks like it has a lot of room to the downside. I probably should have waited for a pullback because they already pulled back pretty massively here. But I mean, I can wait, and if it breaks above VWAP or something, then I'll stop out with a loss. But I'm practically in here at 165.80 or so. Let's see if we can get the break of 165.50, or if it's just gonna pop here and climb. It might. I think it's just gonna pop and climb, pull back a little bit, but we'll see. We'll go ahead and check on SIDU. There's a break actually. So SIDU is still choppy. I do like the 10-minute though, so we'll wait for the next 10-minute setup. I'm not gonna trade this 5-minute candle. And then red box, RDBX. Okay. So let's see. Facebook's making a climb here back to 166. I'm getting a little nervous. I don't want to stop out. I won't watch it for now. Just keep it here. SID, I don't think I'm going to trade SID if I'm being real. Unless it's easy to borrow here, I'll take it. But I'm more on the short side on this one. Just how much it's struggling in this area, I don't really care for it. Like, it's so choppy. The chart's just not there on the 1 minute at least. I'm not feeling it. 10-minute looks pretty trash as well. I don't feel very confident in this. This would have to like really rip. I do like the daily, but I mean, it's just not holding. Like it's not wanting to do a whole lot. So I trade this to the downside. GGPI, this one hit the scans earlier. It's just completely sideways though. I don't really care for this one. CMVY, our leading gapper. Why is this on my scans? It's trash. RADA. Oh, this one's easy to borrow actually. We could wait for a pullback and then just get in, but Meta climbing back here. See if we continue to the downside though. Next 5 minutes gonna open pretty soon. Can we break 165.50 here and get a push further down through 165? There's basically a triple bottom there. Can it continue breaking that low? 165.30 is what I want to see, and then 20. There's a break lower. So I really wish I would have waited for the pullback now that I look at it. Kind of sucks. Either way, I'm still green. 164 would be the target, I guess. Next 10 minutes going to open here really soon. So we can get a push through 165. So still green on the stock regardless, but Theta's really killing the gains here. Can we get a break of 165? There's 18, there's 20. I don't think I should keep watching it. I mean, I think this is going to the downside regardless, but I feel like if I keep watching it, I'm going to want to sell really soon. I mean, it's hitting my target, really. We're coming back through 165 and 164, but I want to wait till 163. If we can get this to 163, that'd be great. It's just it's holding 165 right now. The 5 minute actually is pretty low. And if this doesn't continue its downtrend, I'm going to have to get rid of my position. Because if the 5 minute starts popping, and the 10 minutes can start popping, and we could potentially see another curl through VWAP, and that's what I'm not excited about. There's 165.02, but can we break 165? There's a big bid there. Just want to see them move. The good thing though is that it's still breaking lower. We just need that 165.02 level to break. So here's a quick pop again. I'm up about like 50 bucks. I'm not up anything huge. I didn't take a huge position or anything. I don't like that it popped there. I wish it would just break through 165, but it doesn't seem like we're gonna quite get that. It's 02 again. There's the break finally. Wow, what a break. So nice break there. Can we fill that small gap on my daily setup? Let me double check where it's at. So the small gap needs to be filled here at 164.30. So we still have some ways to go. And there's a pop. Ugh, that's what I don't want to see. So this pop here. This always spooks me out. I always bail whenever I see a pop like that. I always bail. I feel like I should hold it, but I want to bail so bad right now because the 1 minute MACD is coming to a curl. And the way the 10 minutes finishing and the 5 minutes finishing here pretty high, I don't know how confident I feel in it anymore. Like going, I guess continuing to the downside, I feel like it's going to pull all the way back to 166.50 or somewhere around VWAP, and that's what's giving me false hope here. I don't like this kind of pullback. It's like a massive rip right there. Now I went from up 100 bucks to now red 30. So that's why I'm kind of like, you know, what the hell do I do in this position? 1 minute's coming to a curl. Now I'm completely red. Not really sure what I want to do. I should just get rid of it. I could just wait for the next hourly. It's coming up to a resistance area up here. I don't know what I want to do with it. Man, I don't want to turn this trade into a loser. I'm already losing on it. I was up like 100, and now I'm losing on it. Let's check the other time frames. 15 minutes still holding. We didn't fill the gap. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of it and take a loss on it. Yep, I'm gonna have to take a loss on this. That's so unfortunate too. It's popped too much here. We're gonna break 166 again. God damn, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to close my position, I guess. I kind of want to wait it out still, but there's nothing going for me to the downside at this point. I should have just got rid of it right there, 164, and I'm gonna have to take a $50 loss. God damn, that's so annoying. I really don't want to sell it because I always panic out in these positions. Because that was just too much of a pop. That was just such a big pop back up, and now we're breaking 166. Now I'm really nervous because I'm looking at the 30 minute. 30 minute broke its 50, but now it's popping back above the 50. If I look at the 15 minute, 15 minutes now looking really strong here. Didn't quite fill the gap, but it looks pretty strong at this point. 5 minutes also popping. Unless this 5 minute just completely rejects, then okay, cool. But right now I'm not so sure. It looks like it still wants to keep going to the high side. I mean, 3 minute bounced perfectly off the 30, which I didn't check. I mean, off the 50. I did not see that. 1 minute also bounced off its 200, which I also didn't see. So now I'm kind of just like, what do I do? I didn't see that. It didn't fill the gap. I was going literally for the penny here of it filling the gap. It's 164.32. Now I'm kind of regretting not just selling there 164 because now we're popping back above. What I could do is just wait for the next hourly though and see if the next hourly breaks its low here. But if this thing keeps going up to 167, the next hourly is going to hit its 50 at 170. So that's why I'm really confused whether I should even bother wasting my time still holding it and gamble on it, or if I should just sell it here, get rid of it, because I'm already down like 50 something dollars. It's not a lot of money. I mean, I'm not down really anything, but at the same time though, I mean, I don't want to end up really red in the hundreds. I'm really not liking that 10-minute strength either. Man, this is so annoying. So unfortunate. I'm gonna get rid of it. I have to get rid of it. I'm already down like $70 here. I can't. Man, that's actually so annoying. So I just sold my position there for a loss of $70. That sucks. I swear if this thing continues downwards though, I'm gonna be so pissed. That was a perfect bounce off of this. It's 52 on the 5 minute. I didn't see that. I was really hoping that this was going to continue downwards. Once I'd seen that rejection here at 165 and an immediate break of 165 to the downside, that's where I felt a lot more confident in holding the position even longer. But as soon as I'd seen this huge pop here, I was like, oh, like I already knew what this was going to do. So it popped, and then I seen that MACD come into a curl. I should have just got rid of it down here for break-even trade, but nah, I had to stop out with the $60 loss there. Although it was up $100, I didn't sell it. So, man, I'm actually really pissed about this trade. Just sideways today, nothing I can do. It's just annoying. It's frustrating. So now I'm down on the day, actually down real money in the live account. 10 minutes looking really strong here for another MACD curl. 5 minute as well, looking really strong. I got in back here at like 165, I don't know, 70 or so. I got in back here, but theta was killing all my shit, so it moved all the way down to 165.50 just about is where I was actually in, and then it just came back. I was break even here, and then it just started going red like bad. That sucks. I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna move on from it. Oh well, lost on it. RDBX breaking higher here. Nice moves. We got what else on watch? SIDU. I don't care for this one. Still sideways. This is super choppy. I'm done with on. SPWR. Oh, this one's easy to borrow. Its daily highs right here though. 1812. There's 18. The float on this one's insane though. 85 million. I don't think I'll trade it. I want to trade it to the short side though. After this massive climb it's had. But how far will it go from this level? I'm giving it to 1780, and then we're going to see another curl back to 18, I'm assuming. If not, we're just going to see the break. If we see the break here to 1812, if we see that break to 1812, like it is here, and then we finish red, well, then I'll take a short position, and I don't know, my target would definitely be at least 75 first, and then from there, around 50. Ah, man, I was so pissed about that Facebook trader and I can't get over it. I wish I would have solved it, man. And that's crazy because I had my finger right over the close position button, and then I held it. I was like, nah, we'll see a pullback. Like usually what would happen to me is I'll see a spike like this, and then it'll just reject. I'll sell and scare myself out, break even or even red, and then I'll scare myself out of the trade, and then it comes all the way back down, like slams hard. But once this one closed green and then this one closed red, I was like, okay, maybe this next one it'll just start, coming back down again, or start trailing sideways, and then we can see another break. But this just kept going up and up and up, and I was like, no, I have to get rid of it at this point. Like, this thing's just gonna keep going. So what it could do here, it could take another position up here. If this finishes red and this 10-minute finishes pretty red as well, then sure, this thing can keep going to the downside. But that was just such a massive pullback for me to want to hold. I just didn't feel comfortable. Because now it looks like, oh, okay, it wants to go back down. So I don't know. Today's not the day to trade this one, I guess. It's just not it for me. So I'm gonna have to wait till another day. I can't just trade it. I had the setup today to the long side. I thought it was to a long side position. Decided to flip short here in this area. I should have taken the short up here or back here. That would have been a lot better. Definitely would have been up over 100 something. But instead I decided to take it while it was on its downtrend, and now I kind of regret it. I took it here because I was expecting a massive push to the downside. I wasn't expecting it to want to hold so much. Still held through this pullback, that's the small pullback here. But once it started breaking lower, I was like, okay, I'm pretty much safe, is what I felt like. Oh, I'm safe because now it's just breaking lower. But again, the MACD on the 1 minute had me, contemplating. That's why I was debating whether to sell once we broke through 164, because 164.30 was that gap fill. That's what I was looking for primarily, and that's why I didn't want to sell here. Because I was like, well, we still got about 50 cents to go, and if we can continue breaking lower, like I'll fill that gap and I won't regret selling so early. But now it turned on me immediately, and there's nothing I can do. That actually sucks. Well, my strategy didn't work, so I mean, it is what it is. GGPI. Oh my god, I can't even type. REV. Wow. It's a nice move here. I will take bigger share size on this one, about 1,000 shares, just because it's not a big mover from 4 to 440 here. 3 candles. I like this next 5 minute that's going to be forming here. Next 10 minute as well, but the 10 minute we still got about 6 more minutes, so I'll wait it out. So we have a doji on the 1 minute, which I don't really like. Let's see if we can buy the dip here, possibly. 430 maybe. We'll wait for this next 1 minute. I don't want to see this thing finish like super low at 420 or something. Still got about 30 seconds on this candle. It's 36. I was gonna buy at 31, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to do here. Next 1 minute's gonna open here really soon. 44 is the high. 45 there. Bid there at 40. Good thing I didn't buy that. I was going to buy that, but I didn't like that last second push on the 1 minute of the last candle. Let's see if we get some more sideways consolidation here. Are we going to continue breaking lower is what I'm wondering. It's 36 now, 35. So we're going to get a 2 candle pullback on this 1 minute. We're going to break 35 though. 35 is a huge bid. I could take a position here, but I don't really feel comfortable in this area. I want to wait for another 1 minute pullback if we can get that. See if it finishes low here at 36 or something. I'm going to get in here. 1,000 shares at the very top of 45. Jesus. So already rejected on me. I'm going to have to stop out with the loss there. 36, 10 cent loss, 90 cent loser. As soon as I sell there, it pops all the way back up to 40. So I already gave back all my profit there. That's such a bad buy. I should have known not to get in there either, just because of the way that last 1 minute finished. I didn't like that. I should have just waited for some sideways consolidation like it's going to do here. It's pulling back. So I'm going to wait for this to pull back, and I'm going to go for that 5 minute high break. But I'm going to wait for it to set up properly on the 1 minute at least. So we get that 1 minute low break. 35. There's 35. Bid starting to move. There's 34 now, so we broke. Huge. Oof. Wow, I didn't get filled. I'm going to cancel it. That was a huge bid there. One minute MACD's starting to come down. That's a huge bid there. He's going to be hard to break, but at the same time though, if he moves, we're screwed. I should have bought right there when he was there. That would have been a good buy. Down at 33 or whatever it was. So all the way back down to 35 though. This one's real choppy. I don't know what I want to do. 1 minute MACD's coming to a close. I don't like that at all. I feel like it's going to be a big push to the downside if we continue like this. Still want that next 1 minute high to break though. I'm gonna buy here. We're gonna get in at 41 for the high of, I guess, 44 to break. So let's see if we can cross back through. And I would love to see this at 50. Not quite. Oh my god, this is getting... I shouldn't have taken this position actually again. I think about it just because the MACD. We're back to 36. Can we cross into 40 again? No, it's just breaking lower here and it's 39. Let me get rid of it at 38 there. So, well, I thought I got rid of it at 38. I did. So for a 3-cent loss there, 30 bucks gone. Man, this is getting so annoying. I think I'm gonna have to stop trading this one. Just stop for the day. I mean, I made a 20-cent winner back here, but now it's just it looks like it wants to go down, like really, really bad. And it feels like it's gonna snap down. So there's a break. 33 again. That bid's just not moving there. I'm so nervous of that 33 buyer breaking though. Because if he breaks, I'm screwed. Like, I'd imagine we're going to go all the way down to VWAP somewhere. It's 85. People are adding into it. 81, 50. So he's moving there. 30. Nope. Still. I don't trust it at all, man. I don't trust this one at all. I still want to go for the 5 and 10 minute high break though. I just don't trust it. Because the 1 minute MACD is literally right there. It's consolidating to the side too much with that big bid there. I think it's going to retest and break. It's already 10:11. I completely forgot about the time. Jesus. And now I put myself red today, I think. It's 44, 45 now. So triple top practically on the 5 minute. There's a breakout. Man, that's what I was waiting for this whole time. It's 55, 57. Jesus, pisses me off. I'm already getting frustrated. And now it looks so obvious on the 1 minute, but didn't take the whole thing, so now I'm just regretting it here. Just sitting here sideways. Jesus, man, look at that rip. I need a pullback to get in. I'm not going to chase this one up here. I could have got in there in the 50s. I'm not going to bother chasing it. That's just too much. I really wish I would have gotten in back here. That would have been awesome. But just from how choppy the stupid stock is, I just didn't even want to take the chance. We might even get halted here. That's just insane. I don't even know what to say. I'm actually just really pissed. There's a massive rejection here all the way back down to 40. Are we finally going to see that 1 minute? So master rejection. I think I'm done with this one. I'm not gonna bother trading this one. I gave back too much money on this stock. I'm just not even worth it. 5 minute on RDBX does not look too bad. Neither does the 10 minute. Could look for a trade on this one. Another one. Just kind of choppy, so I'd have to take a little smaller share size, 500 again. So this next 5 minute wants to do, we have what? 12.05 as the high. So we have this candle right here as the high on this 5 minute. But it's so slow, it's so choppy, I don't really think I should be trading this either, because then I'd for sure just give back all my profit if it doesn't go my way. I shouldn't. No, I'm not gonna trade it. I'm not gonna trade it. It's not worth it. Jesus. Why is this on my scans at all? Like, this is ridiculous. Let's check on Meta. Meta's just sideways here. Oh man, I was so pissed. I actually lost real money on this one, and then I gave back all my profit right now on Rev. I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna wrap it up because I'm getting frustrated. Cool. We were up like 80 bucks. Now we're down 36. So not a good trade here at all in this little range. It could have been super solid right here, but obviously, you know, I was literally one candle in too early, and it just wasn't working out. So whatever. I mean, it happens. I'm not gonna hold it against me. It's just 30 bucks, I guess. 36 bucks. I'm down, and then the other account's like 70 something. So. Oh man, it's a really frustrating day. The first day back on this week. It's just terrible. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and yeah, we'll see what comes in tomorrow.